Welcome to Stoic Inner Power. Today, we explore 9 proven habits to stop overthinking and find true peace within your own mind. Overthinking is a modern epidemic, a silent thief of joy. But ancient Stoic philosophy offers practical tools to reclaim your mental clarity. The first habit is the brutal division of reality. We must clearly separate what we can control from what we absolutely cannot. You cannot control the opinions of others or objective outcomes. Trying to do so is like trying to catch rain with bare hands. Instead, focus entirely on your own efforts and reactions. This is your true domain of power, where your energy is best invested. The second habit is to stop mental time travel. We often live in regret about the past or fear of an imagined future. Regret and anxiety are ghosts that haunt our minds. They steal our attention from the only moment that truly matters, the present. Focus entirely on your current actions. By grounding yourself in the present, you dismantle the illusions of the past and the future. The third habit is removing adjectives from events. We often add dramatic or tragic labels to situations, making them worse than reality. View events as raw, neutral data. A setback is just a setback, not a catastrophe. A rejection is just a simple no. By stripping away the emotional adjectives, you strip away the anxiety. You see things exactly as they are, without unnecessary mental suffering. The fourth habit is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Face your fears directly by visualizing the absolute worst-case scenario vividly. When you imagine the worst, you realize that you can survive it. The monster in the dark is much smaller in the light. This practice builds mental resilience. It prepares you for adversity, ensuring that when storms come, you remain rooted and completely unshaken. The fifth habit is to stop seeking approval. Your self-worth does not depend on the applause or the opinions of the crowd. The audience is busy with their own insecurities. When you stop performing for others, you start living authentically for your own true self. True freedom comes from within. It is the realization that you are the only judge of your own character and your daily actions. The sixth habit is strategic non-action. When panic strikes, our instinct is to rush and make hasty, often flawed, reactive decisions immediately. Instead of frantic action, choose stillness. Let the mud settle. When the water clears, the right path will reveal itself naturally. Patience is a powerful weapon. By waiting, you regain control over your emotions and ensure your actions are guided by pure reason. The seventh habit is transforming anxiety into physical action. The mind easily gets trapped in endless loops of vague, terrifying, imaginary scenarios. Use physical discipline to pull your mind back to reality. Exercise, a cold shower, or hard labor can break the anxiety cycle. Physical exertion demands presence. It forces you out of your head and into your body, grounding you in the immediate, tangible moment. The eighth habit is the view from above. When trapped in anxiety, every problem feels massive, as if it's the center of existence. Stoics break this illusion by changing their perspective. They imagine looking at life from above, their room, their city, the entire earth. Suddenly, a harsh word, a minor failure, or an argument becomes incredibly small in the vast flow of time in human history. Overthinking exists because the ego magnifies everything related to itself. But the universe does not revolve around your fears or your daily anxieties. Realizing you are just a tiny part of a larger picture is liberating. You stop forcing yourself to control everything perfectly all the time. Stoics use this perspective not to become indifferent, but to become serene. They understand that most current panics will soon be forgotten. Instead of drowning in thought, they return to living, acting, and moving forward. They focus on what truly matters in the grand scheme. The ninth habit is the evening self-examination. Stoics do not let mental chaos linger endlessly. Every night they hold an inner court. They review their day like a fair judge, not to blame themselves, but to look back with absolute, unflinching honesty and clear objectivity. What did I do well today? What made me lose emotional control? Which worries were necessary, and which were purely imaginary illusions? How will I react more wisely tomorrow? Overthinking happens because the mind never closes. Unfinished thoughts circle like an endless, exhausting dialogue. But when you sit down, write them out, and face them systematically, the mind begins to return to order. The chaos slowly subsides. Stoics understand that peace doesn't come from never making mistakes. It comes from adjusting yourself a little bit more every single day. A good life is not built with perfect moments, but with continuous reflection. And that is why they can finally sleep peacefully. Not because life is easy, but because they are no longer running away from themselves. They have faced their inner world bravely. These 9 habits are not quick fixes. They are a lifelong practice, a commitment to mastering your own mind and your daily reactions. By applying Stoic wisdom, you build an inner fortress, a sanctuary where anxiety cannot easily penetrate and where true clarity always resides. The brutal division of reality is your first line of defense. It stops you from wasting energy on battles you cannot possibly win. Stopping mental time travel keeps your forces concentrated in the present. It prevents your mind from being scattered across the past and future. Removing adjectives from events strips away the emotional exaggeration. It allows you to see the situation with calm, objective, and absolute clarity. Premeditatio malorum prepares you for the worst. It ensures that no disaster can ever catch you completely off guard or break your spirit. Stopping the search for approval frees you from the tyranny of other people's opinions. You become the master of your own self-worth. Strategic non-action prevents panic-driven mistakes. It gives you the space to breathe, to think, and to respond with wisdom rather than blind reaction. Transforming anxiety into physical action breaks the mental loop. It forces your energy out of your head and into the physical, tangible world. The view from above shrinks your problems to their true size. It reminds you of the vastness of the universe and your small place. The evening self-examination brings closure to the day. It allows you to learn from your mistakes and prepare for a better, wiser tomorrow. These habits require patience and persistence. You will not master them overnight, but every small effort builds your stoic inner power gradually. Start small. Choose one habit to focus on this week. Perhaps begin with the brutal division of reality or the evening self-examination routine. Notice how your mind reacts. Observe the moments when anxiety tries to take over and gently apply the stoic tool you have chosen. Over time, these practices will become second nature. You will find yourself naturally stepping back, evaluating, and responding with calm, measured rationality. The goal is not to eliminate emotions, but to understand them, to not be ruled by fear, anxiety, or the endless cycle of overthinking. Stoicism teaches us that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. By grounding ourselves in truth, we eliminate unnecessary, self-inflicted suffering. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice these principles and strengthen your resilient, unwavering stoic inner power. Remember the brutal division of reality. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself immediately, is this within my control or not? If it is not in your control, let it go. It is not worth your peace of mind or your precious, limited mental energy. If it is in your control, take action. Do what you can with what you have, right where you are, without any hesitation. Stop mental time travel. The past is a memory. The future is an illusion. The only reality is this exact, fleeting present moment. Anchor yourself in the now. Engage fully with your current task, your current conversation, your current breath. Let go of everything else completely. Remove adjectives from events. Stop calling things terrible, unfair, or disastrous. These words only fuel your anxiety and distort the objective reality. Stick to the facts. It is raining. I lost my job. The car broke down. Facts are manageable. Catastrophic stories are absolutely paralyzing. Practice premeditatio malorum. Imagine losing what you value most. It sounds morbid, but it actually breeds profound gratitude and remarkable mental toughness. When you realize everything is temporary, you appreciate it more deeply while you have it, and you fear losing it significantly less. Stop seeking approval. The desire to be liked by everyone is a prison. It forces you to constantly adapt to other people's expectations. Break free from this prison. Live according to your own values and principles. Be your own judge and let others think what they will. Embrace strategic non-action. When you feel the urge to react impulsively out of anger or fear, pause. Take a deep, deliberate breath first. Give yourself time to process. Often, the best action is no action at all, at least until your mind is completely clear again. Transform anxiety into physical action. When your mind is racing, move your body. Go for a run, lift weights, or simply walk outside. Physical exertion demands your attention. It pulls you out of the abstract world of worries and drops you firmly into the physical reality. Take the view from above. Zoom out from your current situation. Imagine looking down at yourself from the ceiling, then from the sky. See how small your problems are in the context of the entire world, the entire universe, and the vast, unending stretch of human history. Conduct an evening self-examination. Before bed, review your day. Be honest but gentle with yourself. Identify areas where you can improve your Stoic practice. Clear your mind of lingering thoughts. By putting them on paper, you tell your brain it is safe to finally rest and recharge. These 9 habits form a comprehensive system for mental resilience. They address the root causes of overthinking and provide practical, actionable, and proven solutions. It is not about suppressing thoughts, but managing them. It is about taking control of your inner narrative and directing it towards peace. Stoicism is a philosophy of action. It is not just about thinking differently, it is about living differently with purpose, intention, and profound clarity. When you stop overthinking, you have more energy for what truly matters: virtue, kindness, and contributing positively to the world around you. You move from a state of passive anxiety to a state of active creation. You become the architect of your own character and destiny. The journey to Stoic inner power is ongoing. There will be setbacks, you will overthink again, but now you have the necessary tools. When you stumble, do not judge yourself harshly. Simply acknowledge the misstep, pick up your tools, and return to your steady, Stoic practice. Consistency is key. The more you practice the brutal division of reality, the more automatic it becomes. It rewires your brain for resilience. The more you stop mental time travel, the more deeply you can experience the ghost and richness of the present, fleeting moment. The more you remove adjectives, the less drama you invite into your life. You begin to see the world with clear, unclouded, objective eyes. The more you practice premeditatio malorum, the less you fear the unknown. You build an unshakable confidence in your ability to handle adversity. The more you stop seeking approval, the more authentic you become. You live for yourself, guided by your own deeply held Stoic virtues. The more you use strategic non-action, the fewer regrets you will have. You stop creating new problems through hasty, emotionally driven, reactive decisions. The more you transform anxiety into physical action, the healthier your mind and body become. You break the stagnant energy of endless worry. The more you take the view from above, the less you sweat the small stuff. You maintain a grand, liberating perspective on your life. The more you conduct the evening self-examination, the faster you grow. You turn every single day into a powerful lesson in Stoic philosophy. Overthinking is a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. It requires replacing it with better, stronger, more rational mental routines. These 9 Stoic habits are your blueprint for a calmer, more focused mind. They are the foundation of true Stoic inner power. Let us review them once more. The brutal division of reality. Stop mental time travel. Remove adjectives from events. Practice premeditatio malorum daily. Stop seeking approval. Embrace strategic non-action. Transform anxiety into physical action. Take the view from above. And conduct the evening self-examination regularly. Integrate these into your daily life. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be persistent, patient, and brutally honest. The Stoics believe that the mind is a terrible master but a wonderful servant. It is time to reclaim your position as the master. Do not let anxiety dictate your choices. Do not let overthinking steal your peace. You have the power to choose your response to anything. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies your freedom and your power. Stoicism expands that critical, life-changing space. It gives you the tools to pause, evaluate, and choose a rational, virtuous response over a panicked, emotional reaction. This is true freedom. Imagine a life where you are not constantly worried about what might go wrong. A life where you are fully present, engaged, and calm. This life is possible. It is not reserved for ancient philosophers. It is available to you right now through the diligent practice of these habits. Start today. Look at your current worries through the lens of the brutal division of reality. What can you actually control right now? Focus all your energy there. Let the rest go. It is a simple concept, but executing it requires immense discipline and constant daily practice. When you catch yourself dwelling on a past mistake, loudly say stop. Bring your attention back to the physical sensations of the present moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Listen to the sounds around you. The present is safe. The past and future are where anxiety breeds. When describing a problem, be ruthless in removing adjectives. Instead of "this is a complete disaster," say "this is a challenge I must face." Language shapes our reality. By choosing neutral words, you command your mind to remain neutral and analytical, rather than panicked and overwhelmed. Do not shy away from premeditatio malorum. It is the ultimate antidote to vague anxiety. Define your fears clearly, and they lose their terrifying power. Ask yourself, what is the absolute worst that could happen? And then ask, could I survive it? The answer is almost always a resounding yes. Release the need for approval. It is a heavy burden that you were never meant to carry. Focus on respecting yourself, not impressing others. When you act with integrity, you need no applause. Your own conscience is the only audience that truly matters in the grand scheme of life. When chaos erupts, practice strategic non-action. Do not add to the noise. Stand still. Observe. Wait for the dust to settle before you move. In stillness, you find clarity. In clarity, you find the right course of action. Haste is the enemy of wisdom and the friend of regret. If your mind refuses to quiet down, force your body to work. Transform that nervous energy into sweat. Exhaust the body to calm the mind. Physical fatigue is a powerful sedative for an overactive imagination. It grounds you in reality and reminds you of your physical strength and endurance. When a problem seems insurmountable, take the view from above. Zoom out until your problem is just a tiny speck on a tiny blue planet. This cosmic perspective does not diminish your life. It liberates it. It frees you from the tyranny of trivial, everyday worries and petty concerns. And finally, never skip the evening self-examination. It is the cornerstone of Stoic improvement. It is how you clean your mental house every single day. Review your actions without guilt, but with a fierce desire to be better. Celebrate your victories, analyze your failures, and prepare for the dawn. Overthinking is a thief. It steals your time, your energy, and your joy. But with these 9 Stoic habits, you can lock the door. You can build a mind that is resilient, focused, and profoundly calm. A mind that is a fortress against the chaos of the modern world. This is the essence of Stoic inner power. It is not about feeling nothing. It is about not letting your feelings control your entire life. It is about experiencing emotions, understanding them, and then choosing your actions based on reason, virtue, and a clear understanding of reality's brutal facts. The journey is long, and it requires dedication. But the reward is immense, a life of tranquility, purpose, and unshakable, profound inner peace. We invite you to begin this journey today. Pick one habit, practice it relentlessly. Watch how it slowly transforms your mind and your reality. Share your progress in the comments. Which habit resonates most with you? Which one will you start practicing immediately to conquer your overthinking? Building Stoic inner power is a solitary journey, but it is often easier when shared with a community of like-minded individuals seeking true wisdom. Remember, you are not alone in this struggle. Overthinking is a universal human challenge, but the Stoics have provided a universal, timeless, effective cure. Read their words, study their lives, apply their principles. Marcus Aurelius faced wars and plagues, yet he maintained a profound, unshakable inner tranquility. If he could find peace amidst the chaos of leading an empire, you can certainly find peace amidst the chaos of your modern daily life. It is not about changing the world around you. It is about changing the way you perceive and react to the world around you. Your mind is your kingdom. Rule it with wisdom, discipline, and virtue. Do not let rogue thoughts stage a rebellion and steal your joy. Take back the throne. Enforce the brutal division of reality. Banish mental time travel. Strip away the dramatic adjectives from your daily vocabulary. Prepare for the worst with premeditatio malorum. Stop performing for the crowd. Embrace strategic non-action when the mud of panic is deeply stirred. Use your body to anchor your mind. Take the view from above to shrink your fears. And judge yourself fairly every single night. You have the power. You have the tools. The only thing left is the daily, relentless, beautiful practice of Stoic inner power and resilience. As we conclude this exploration, take a moment to reflect. Breathe deeply. Feel the stillness that is always available beneath the surface noise. That stillness is your true nature. Overthinking is just a temporary storm, and like all storms, it will eventually pass if you let it. Do not fight the storm. Observe it objectively. Use your Stoic habits to remain grounded until the sky clears and the sun